everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a Mystic Eye Games playthrough of Sleeping Gods by Red Raven Games and Ryan Luckett. Fantastic game. I'm enjoying it immensely. I want to talk about a few things before we get started, some clarifications and things of that nature. So I think we've covered most of the stuff. I did in the last episode figure out the combat a little bit. Remember, this is a blind playthrough. I started it without any outside of reading the rules once or twice and watching a couple gameplay short, like the intro videos. That's it, because I wanted to experience the game and the story without any notion of what was going to happen next, and it's been really enjoyable in doing that. But it means I got a few rules wrong here and there and correcting as I go. So thank you all for the feedback you've been giving me on that. It's been really helpful, and I appreciate it. It's been constructive and non-critical, so I really like that too. So thanks so much for that. And something else, we have, it's now on the other side of the Texas winter storm, and we did survive it. But there are a lot of people out there who could use help, and I don't have any particular fund or charity. If you do have some extra resources and you can help people who are downtrodden here in Texas from this horrible storm, please, if you find it in your heart to do so, please do so. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. I don't require you. I don't want you to give. You can give me money if you want. You can applaud the videos. You can become a patron. You can do that, but you don't have to. I just want your audience and your attention to see if you're enjoying what I'm doing. That's it. All right. So let's get on with a little bit of a recap. So we in the last episode we were in Lucra City, and while we were there, we talked to some scientists who had lost a science vessel. We followed the lead to the science vessel and were attacked by these flying creatures that were absolutely terrifying. They really did us a lot of damage, but we survived and we got some good loot out of that. As well as we got a special key to the hive so we can enter the hive, which is a big giant tower that you see right here. I don't know if we're going to go back there yet or not, because right now we're about to head toward the base of this volcano to see if we can deal with another possible quest of ours that is called a strange photograph. We have a picture, and we're going to see if we went to the right coordinates. Now, I was also told that I made one little mistake I did want to correct, which was I was supposed to have a resource from a loot collection, and I missed the resource. So I looked at it. I think I'm just going to go with you're right. It looked like you're right. It's hard. Game's hard enough. I'll just get a resource. So that's where we're at right now. And we're about to start our next set of turns. Now, we did find our crew member, Jen, who had fallen overboard and had been picked up by a ship. She was in a small town on the other side of Lucra City. We found her there, but we had to save her from a curse, which cost us the gathering of one of our artifacts that we need to raise the gods. Not artifacts, but totems to raise the gods from their slumber. So we had to make that sacrifice to save her, but you know, that's what good guys do, and that's what I'm playing these characters as good characters. I guess you don't have to. You can make some really hard choices and some cruel choices as well, I've noticed. But we are about to get on with it. So let's get started. We're going to start with our next turn, and we'll do a couple turns before we cash it in for this episode. So let's get ready and continue to explore the Wandering Sea. All right, I'm sure you know the drill by now. The first thing we're going to do is take our ship action. Now, we still have a couple of people who are a little wounded. Nobody's in crisis. I mean, we could maybe heal up Laurent and go back to the sick bay. We have some other abilities that help us when we're in the sick bay, so it could be really interesting for us if we do that. That being said, I only got to turn it. My phone's beeping at me. I want to turn it off. Okay, that being said, I think, though, we're going to do a deck action because that gives us potential for resources. So, and resources might be valuable as we head back into the city. We could make some stews and things like that. We also just need some command tokens. We don't have very many. We have none right now. So let's do that. We're going to head over here to the deck. Now, how this works is we got a few tokens left. We're going to draw one at a time. We can draw up to 3. We can stop at any time if we want to just take the reward and move on. We can only take one of them, though. So on the first token, we get a meat and a hit. Now we have to take that ship hit. We have to. So we could take the meat resource. We might as well draw another one and see what we get. Oh, that's good. We could take this one. We're still going to take the hit, but that is 2 supplies or a coin. So let's do this. We're going to draw this card because I'm going to stop there. We're going to draw this card. It's a 2, That means, and by the way, I did figure this out. That means that we actually took some damage on the deck, right there, because we took the ship damage. Now, do I want the meat? The 2 supplies. I think we're going to take 2 supplies. Wait, if I take the meat though, then all I need is a vegetable to make some soup. I think I'll take the meat. Ah, that's rough. And we've used all our tokens, which means we're going to get to shuffle those up. And here is one of the little plastic meat tokens. This is not in the base game. This may be an add-on, but it came with the Kickstarter. So I just want to tell you these nice tokens here are part of the Kickstarter. All right. Oh, no, actually we do have 1 token left. We didn't use it. We probably should have, but we didn't. We'll shuffle them up next time. So that was our, we also get 2 command tokens, which I almost forgot. And there we have it. And we still have some ship damage, but that's okay. We can get rid of ship damage pretty quickly because of the powers of our characters. All right, that was our ship action. Now we go to the thing I don't really like sometimes. That is the event phase. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Let's see what we get. Nightmares. Well, that's not good. Vivid nightmares plague the crew. Ignore the afflicted to gain 1 frightened. If you draw fate 1 to 2 combat, during combat this turn gain 1 frightened. Or we can counsel the afflicted with savvy, fail, gain 2 frightened. But we get to get rid of this affliction. So I think we're going to do that. We have the captain. Oh, the captain can take 3 fatigue and not burn not take the penalty because of her special ability called endurance. It says Captain Odessa may have up to 3 fatigue tokens. The third has no negative effect. The third has no negative effect, so I think she does have a negative effect now. I guess I assume that's how that works. I'm going to assume it is in combat, but we're going to do that. We're going to use her for the savvy. The savvy is the anchor, so she's got 3 right away. That's a good thing, and we have to shuffle up our deck, which I think is good because we're going to get some more opportunities to do things here. We're probably going to have to put out a card or 2. Or maybe burn a card. I don't know. We'll see what we can do here. All right. Shuffling that up. I think so. We got 3 on the savvy. Do we want to include anybody else? Anybody else? I don't think so. I think 3 is going to be fine. It's we have to make a 7. That's a 4. That's kind of hard. And we can get bonuses or a redraw from a command token, or if we draw 1, Kasumi can help us out. Man, I don't know. Okay. All right, well, let's do I think 3 should be fine. We're going to take a chance with 3. Okay, Captain Odessa's doing this on her own. Let's see what she gets. A 6. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep something that big. All right, well, we pass. So the event card has no effect. And we are into the final we're in the final part of the deck, so when we get to the bottom of this event deck in a few turns, when we reshuffle it, we're gonna do something else. It says second time read story 1.2, or first time rather. So we're gonna have to reshuffle. That's good. Now we're gonna take our 2 actions next. That's pretty exciting. I'm excited about this because we've had this quest for the strange photograph for quite a while. So for our first action, we are going to take an explore action and explore 76. I'm gonna hold on to the command tokens for the moment, and we're gonna see what happens when we explore location 76. Okay, it says, if you have the keyword goat, go to 76.2. If the keyword picture, go to 76.1. Well, we do have the keyword picture. So that is 76.1 right here. So we're just going to go, man, it has a long one. Wow, we're just going to block all that off right there. That takes up the whole page. So we'll start reading. Let's see. The photograph of the crew has coordinates on the back, and you follow them to the dark cove lined with rocky spires. How did you suppose it got there? Asked Audrey, examining the picture. She hands it to Raphael. I'm not touching it, he says, backing away. Big baby, says Gregory, snatching the picture. He stares at himself in it, puzzled and amused. Then the choppy water foams before the ship, bursting upwards as a black squid-like creature emerges, leering down on you from its towering height with 7 eerie eyes and its tentacles spilling over the gunwale. I don't think we can fight this thing. Well, I didn't expect to see you again, I must say, says the creature in a booming voice. You gather your courage and call out a response. What do you mean? Who are you? The creature laughs. Oh, Thrax Time Rot can be such a nuisance. But I do believe this time it's worked in my favor. Time rot, you ask? Thrak is the god of rot and all things corrosive, he explains. When he sleeps, his dreams rot time. I just didn't realize that you'd attack at my revolting father right next to Thrak's nest. Okay, I guess I read that right. You see, I'm from a different wandering sea, one in which my father destroyed your ship and sent you and me through one of Thrak's time rots. If you're here, it means you found that other manticore, the one that didn't survive the battle. A pity, but it leaves us with a second chance. At what, you say? Why would we help you if you destroyed us in your time? For the same reason that the crew decided to help me. A totem. All you have to do is destroy my father, for good this time, and I'll give you a totem. And where's your father now, you ask? This time of year? He's in the southern seas. There won't be any time rot down there, so this is our last opportunity. You can return when you finished him off. And here, I've collected some things to help you. Maybe you'll have a better chance this time. You don't want to believe the story, but the picture and the coordinates are too much to ignore. Even if it's true, you're not sure it's worth risking the death of your entire crew just for one totem. A giant sea monster asks you to kill his father. So we have some things. We're going to gain a lot of stuff here, so let's start to pile that up and gain some things. Now, he gave us some things, right? So he gave us some meat. We're going to get 2 experience, which I will mark on our sheet. 1, 2. Okay. We're going to get to draw 7 market cards and gain one of them that costs less than 5 coins. And we're going to complete. Okay, let's do that. 7 market cards. So it's like kind of like drawing from the market, but we're getting a free one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got to be less than 5. So there it is. Let's see what we got. Less than 5. We have the Lucran steam engine, which will give us travel distance of 2. We pay for it. Passive. The singing necklace. The active player gains 2 command at the start of each turn. Combat. I'm always the active player. That seems... Oh, it's 6. Darn. Bummer. Cake. We can use 1 wheat to get rid of 2 fatigue. Oh, that's pretty good. Grilled fish. That's 3. Meat and vegetables. We can get a bunch of stuff. That's a good one. Shrunken head simply allows us to get 2 cunning. It's 4. This one's 11. Can't do that. Oh, a weapon. It's a 5. I think we're going to take the Mithrin axe. We don't have enough weapons, and I'm going to give that to somebody who's can't do a lot of damage. We're going to beef them up. I think it's going to go to who's it going to go to? It does 4 damage, and if we burn a strength card, it does more. So I think this may go to Laurent. He has a 0 attack and only does 2 damage with his club. So we're going to give Laurent, and also, he has a 2 defense though with that. What about somebody with 0 defense? We could give it to, man, some of our folks are really good at fighting. Yeah, I think the best person to give this to might be our captain. Because then we have a choice. We can use the axe or the... Oh, they both do the same thing. So, no, that's not worth it either. Oh, man. If we could give the axe to the doctor, it does more damage, but... and it gives defense, but he hits better with his knife. I think we're going to do that. We'll give it to the doctor. So we're going to take the Mithran knife, or axe rather, and we're going to give it to... we're going to give it to the doctor right here. I'll just put it right there for now. Gregory has the ability to do that. Also, I got to remember his abilities. Yeah, so he gets the bonus when we go to the sick bay. Anyway, that was the item that we got. Now we're going to complete our quest. Here's the quest that we completed. That's going into the completed quest box of stuff. And then we're going to get a new quest out. I might as well put my meat on the board there so we got extra meat to eat. And we're going to get to draw quest 159. Huh? 158, 159. Oh, yep, there we go. Quest 159. Serpent Father. A huge sea serpent asked us to kill his father. We can find him in the south, in the straits northwest of Hunter's Haven. Okay, so that's going into our pile of many quests that we have. We have quite a few quests. There's a lot to do. And I'm going to turn the page and see. It says return to the ship, so that's going to end that. That worked out pretty well, didn't it? There's someplace else we can explore this 68. We might as well do that while we're here in this cove. 68 right there. I don't know what that is. You know, I should pay attention to the ones that have the locations that have dungeons. Because there is one in it's the one, it's basically at the bottom, 92, I think. Yeah, 92 is the Caldera Fortress location down here. So there is a dungeon down at the bottom of the map, way over here in the corner, but we're not going to do that yet. So I think for our second action, we're going to hit number 68 there and see what happens. Okay, if we have keyword tomb, turn to 68.5. We don't. I'm just going to look through just to make sure we do not have that. You land on the pebbled shore of a cove surrounded by towering stone cliffs, a natural fortress protecting warm, quiet waters. There's a doorway cut into the cliff, lined with square pillars, but the way inside is blocked by a pile of rubble. It says, a doorway cut into the cliff is blocking the rubble. We can, A, dig through the pile of rubble with a strength of 8. If we fail, we have some problems. Lots of bad stuff. Or we can search the cliffs for another way inside. Or we can let our crew rest on the beach, which would allow us remove 1 fatigue or 1 status token from how many? Includes low morale, return to the ship. Just 1 fatigue. I think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to try and get in here yet. We're going to use that so I can get a fatigue off the captain. And nobody has a status token, so we're okay there. We're just going to do that and move on. So that's going to be our 2 actions for this turn. Before we wrap it up, I'm tempted to get one of these. I think we're going to spend 2 of our current 2 command tokens on this healthy ability, and we're going to give it to somebody who fights a lot. And I believe that's going to be Kanan. And also, that would give him 2 cunning. So we're going to give it to Kanan. He's now got his first skill. It's healthy, which gives him +1 health. And it does require that we use our 2 command tokens to do that. And then we have a hand of 2. And that's how we're going to end our turn before we call it and go to the next turn. So that's it. We're going to get back to our ship action now. I do believe we're going to the galley because we can get rid of some more fatigue, and there's fatigue on a number of people. I'll probably get rid of both. I think I can only get rid of 1 card though. We also could use a lot of command tokens though, right? So maybe let's go to the quarters. We're going to go to the quarters. We're going to draw a new card, which is going to be this one. Alert. Discard this equipped card to give the crew member +1 attack. Okay, so that's our next one. We're going to get 3 command tokens from this action, and then we're going to get to return 2 off of the board. Well, there are only 2. It's on the doctor, I think. I'm looking around just to double check. Yeah, the doctor had 2 on his ability to cure venom, so that is now open for us. And that's it for our action. Now we're going to go on to our ship action. Now we're going on to our event. And these events can be really harsh, but let's see. Spider webs. You woke up to find the ship covered in thick spider webs, making it difficult to get anything done. Ongoing. Gain 1 fewer command tokens each time you take a ship action. Discard this card when you reach the end of the event deck. Oh man. Or, okay, so this is going to stick with us right now. We already got our command tokens for the turn, but it'll impact us next turn. As an action, we can perform a Strength 9 challenge. If we succeed, we discard this card. If you fail, you gain a Venom, because there's spiders in there. We're really close to the bottom of the deck. We might, I don't know, we seem to be really short on command tokens, though, so I don't know if we're going to make that strength test or not. But anyway, let's go back to our 2 actions now and do some stuff. Okay. 2 actions. I think the first one we're going to do is going to be a travel action. I'd actually like to get some movement this time and get some travel done, because I think we're going to head back west for the moment. We have or east rather. We have some missions over there that we need to get to. I could go south, but I don't know if I'm ready to take on the Serpent. But let's see what we get. So I'm going to use Audrey in a ship action. That's going to fatigue her though, unfortunately, because she already had a fatigue on her. And since we didn't go to the galley, I didn't get taken off. So she's fatigued, but that's okay. We are then, so that gives us 3 craft, or 3 tinkering or crafting or whatever, which allows us to affect our movement. We get a 2, so that's going to be a 5. So on a 5, we're going to get to move 2 spaces. So we're going to chug along here. I think I have something that allows us to get extra movement. Each time, nope. Oh, you know what, though? I do get to use... Oh, I didn't have a low morale. Anyway, I'm looking... I got to keep looking at abilities. Everybody has so many abilities, it's starting to get a little hard to manage. But we have one extra movement. Do I head south and see what's below this map? Maybe work our way around so we don't have to go through this rough seas? I think we're going to do that. So we're going to move down here. That's going to put us on map 6. And here we are. What a interesting looking landscape. This is a horrible thunderstorm here. There's always hazards in the way. Hunter's Haven. What do we know about Hunter's Haven? The the serpent is southwest of Hunter's Haven, so he's probably over here or down here somewhere. That's not great for us. We're going to start heading that direction, I think, but we have some locations here. So instead of taking another travel action, why don't we explore? I like this forested land right here. It might yield some good stuff. I don't know if the map, I think the map shows you what's kind of going on. Plus there's a port down here. We can get down there and take a port action soon. But right now I think we're going to do that. We're going to go to 8 for our second action and explore that area. A pack of pterodons swoop out of the jungle and descend upon the ship. Pterodons, we can run away, take 1 ship damage and return to the ship, or we can fight them. I think we're going to run away. It takes 1 ship damage. We're going to run away. I don't want to fight them right now. I'm going to take it in the 5. So we took a ship damage. We're going to have to do some repairs in the quarters, and we take 2 health damage. Nobody participated in an event, so I can give that to anybody I want. I think we'll give 1 to... oh man, you know, Raphael's still really hurt. I didn't realize it because he has a token on him, not at one of these. So I didn't realize it. I'll give 1 to Kanan since he just got extra health, and then I'll give the other one to Audrey, who's not damaged at all. And yeah, I think that's okay. I don't want to fight these guys right now. Last time we fought them, it almost killed us. And it will allow us to build up a few more command tokens along the way. Maybe we'll get 1 less, but still, it's better than nothing. So, all right, we're going to stop there. Plus, maybe I can get some more resources. We might go back and do another deck action. But we're going to have to do some repairing as well. Now, if I go to the galley and heal some people up, I can repair... I can get another command token and repair the ship a little bit. So, okay, guys, that's it. That's our turn. Those are 2 turns. So we're going to end it right there. I know it's not as long as the ones with a fight in it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I will see you in the next episode. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.